The mangrove ecosystem in the Caribbean and how it's affected by climate change. The mangrove ecosystem is a beautiful ecosystem that helps add nutrients to the water around it, making it a great fishing area. Many species live in the mangrove ecosystem and are at risk as the many problems are facing the mangrove ecosystem. This video will help explain some of the problems that this ecosystem is facing and our solution and ideas about how this problem can help be prevented. Although the mangrove ecosystem is quite beautiful from a surface level, there are many things that surround this ecosystem that are deemed bedeviling enough for them to be adequately affected. Things such as rainfall, wind, soil, vegetation, and microorganisms disturb these systems, not to mention that mangrove trees are immensely sensitive to weather around them, thereby altering because of it. On top of this, mangrove trees are being cut down and being used to build boats, stakes, firewood, and many other things. Fishing in those strips of land are also splendid for that activity, mainly due to the richness of the water. In doing so, mangroves are being cut down. Climate change affects the mangroves in many ways. For example, there's a change in sea levels, high water vents, precipitation, temperature changes and rises, atmospheric CO2 level concentrations increasing, and ocean circulation patterns, among other things. However, out of all these factors, increased levels of and frequency of height of water is what can affect mangrove health the most, as they won't be able to adapt to changes like these. Increase in temperature can greatly disturb species and plants that reside there. In the future, there is a possibility of increased temperatures in mangroves and higher sea levels. What's even worse is that with some of these climate changes, mangrove populations can die out. Water near mangroves may become more polluted due to factories. We predict that the ecosystem will become uninhabitable for the species living, which might ultimately lead to migration, adaptation, and even extinction. Water pollution has a great effect on mangroves, causing great damage to the mangrove habitat. Matters such as herbicide and oil spills may result in large number of deaths within these plants. While mangroves are more subsidal to herbicide, oil spill is even worse. With this, oil suffocated the roots of the plant, which are exposing limited oxygen travel within the plant. Urban development is by far the leading cause of the devastation of the mangroves. Urban development includes the construction of buildings and canal systems, as well as the consumption of water by a growing human population. Human population upland may result in the pollution of water. These lands have seen an increase of erosion and are generally a hotspot for fishing, bringing about development to more harmful matters. Our solutions to the mangrove ecosystem problem is that we hope that during the no fishing seasons that they put a ban on fishing near these areas, giving the time for mangroves to help get their nutrients and for them to grow stronger to these climate changes surrounding them. We also hope that less factories are built near these areas and less pollutions are put into the waters near these areas because of this. A lot of urbanization is a cause of this, and we hope that the factories building near this are put off for a while, and we hope the pollutions they release into these areas are also put a ban on. I know the solution may seem big, but as the problem is also big, we feel like this is the only solution. We hope to help protect these